Hey guys, this week's video is dedicated to all our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel and all around the world. Next week is First Friday. If you haven't signed up yet, please do so. And let's kick off 2026 with a really beautiful Shabbos together. Can't wait. Children are a blessing and a joy, and sometimes it can be a little frustrating, when they take their toys and throw them in the garbage or the toilet, or you cook a whole meal for them and they take a bite and leave the rest on the table, or a little toddler throws it off their tray onto the floor. It's frustrating. This week's Torah portion, Parsha Vayigash, tells us it's always been that way. In this week's Torah portion, Joseph reveals his identity to his brothers. Ani Yosef ha'od avichai. I am Joseph. Is my father still alive? And you can imagine the brothers were nervous that Joseph would bear a grudge for everything they had done. But he doesn't. He forgives them. And he says, bring the whole family down to Egypt. There is a time of great famine. I'm in a position of taking care of the family. Bring them all down. And the Torah tells us that he provided for them, including the needs of the little children. And the Medrash says, what is that supposed to mean? It means that he took into account that children waste more food than they consume. You give a child a piece of challah, they'll crumble. A little child will crumble most of it, more than they eat. And Yosef took that into account. He gave them extra, more than their needs. He took into account that they wouldn't always value everything they were given. So much so, King David writes in the book of Tehillim, in the book of Psalms, we ask God to treat us the same way Joseph treated his family, where he gave them extra. He provided for the needs of the little children. He took that into account, that they wouldn't always value it. God gives us so many blessings. There are many we take for granted on a day-to-day basis. And we ask God, don't stop. Don't say, well, I already gave you X, Y, and Z. Treat us the same way Joseph treated the children. Take that into account, that we will crumble more than we value. Keep giving us, please. And the same way Joseph looked at his brothers and didn't hold a grudge, and he says, I forgive you. He overlooked what they had done. In our spiritual immaturity, we don't do things perfectly. We don't make the right decisions a lot of the times. And even when we do, we might do so half-heartedly or mindlessly. We're doing a mitzvah, but we're thinking about the Bills game. We're doing something else. We ask God, treat us the same way Joseph treated those children. When we do a mitzvah, even if we weren't thinking about it, treat it as if we were fully present and doing it with our whole heart. Keep giving. Take that into account. In 1988, the Lubavitcher Rebbe had a campaign where people should buy Jewish books. Fill up your house with Jewish books to create an atmosphere of Jewish pride and Jewish literature. And he said children should have their own as well. They should have their own prayer book, their own chumash in their room. And you would say, well, they can't value that. What if they ruin it? They can't treat it with the right respect that these holy books deserve. And the Rebbe said, tell them to use it. And if through use it gets ruined and some of the pages get ripped, you'll get them another one. Take that into account. That brings joy to God, that children are using the prayer books, are using the chumash. And yes, they are children and they don't do it perfectly. That's okay. We ask God, view us the same way. We don't do everything perfectly, but treat it as if we're really giving it our all, because inside, we really want to be close with you. Treat us like Yosef treated his family. Shabbat Shalom.